So here's the question. What can you do? What can you do when you pay somebody $45,000 to build a pool and a spa in your backyard? They start the job, but more than a year later, they still haven't finished it. That's the story you're going to hear on tonight's Troubleshooters about an Alice man who says this experience nearly ruined his marriage. So he's asked us for help getting his money back from this particular contractor. Every time John Prinz walks out the back door of his house in Alice and into his backyard, this is what he sees: his swimming pool being built. Now, we must point out that the work you see done here has been done by the second pool contractor Prinz had to hire. In January 2021, Prinz hired Steve Salguero and Lou Mavic Construction of Robstown to build a 15 by 30-foot pool and spa in the backyard. He said what convinced him that Salguero was the guy to do the job was...
He came over here and he had a Christian symbol and preaching the Christian word, and I felt like he was a real Christian man.
Prinz told the Troubleshooters he thought Salguero was an honest guy. When you add up the 5 payment plan that Prinz agreed to, it comes to $50,000. How much have you actually paid him?
I paid him $45,000.
Prinz says Salguero told him the job would take 6 weeks, yet shortly after the work began, Salguero's excuses began as well.
But every week he was saying, I'm coming out next week, I'm coming out next week.
But Prinz says Salguero's never gone back to finish the work on his pool. So the Troubleshooters began making repeated attempts to contact Steve Salguero to give him a chance to tell us his side of the story. We Googled his name and found this. We continued trying to contact him, but he has still not called us back. We checked with the Better Business Bureau, and although Lou Mavic is not accredited by the Bureau, they have a C+ rating. Another of Salguero's clients, Celeste Robertson, a local attorney, who told the Troubleshooters the story of when she hired him to do some work at her home in 2020. Robertson estimates she paid him almost $40,000, but the job was never completed. So what do you want?
I would love for him to give me my money back, or at least start making payments.
So the question remains, what can you do if something like this happens to you? Well, first you want to notify police, as Prinz has done. Then you might want to notify the DA's office and the Attorney General's Consumer Complaint Division. Start there. Now, as always, when you have a story you want the Troubleshooters to check out, just send us an email at troubleshooters@kctv10.com.